Hello everyone, I'm Rick Janzen. Welcome to my fly bench. In today's tutorial we're going to look at the clinch knot versus the improved clinch knot. Some of you may wonder why you need this knot when you've got the perfection loop, and that is a great knot for many situations. But when you're fishing jig style type hooks under an indicator, they often swim better tied with the improved clinch knot or a simple clinch knot. They'll swim more horizontally and thus give you a better presentation. So let's take a look at these two very important knots. Okay, so our first knot is the simple clinch knot. Nothing could be simpler. You take your line and you run your tag end through the eye of your hook. You've got it doubled back on itself there. Then because of the thickness of this line, I'm going to only go around the main line 3 times, maybe 4, with smaller diameter lines and more slippery lines. You can go more times. That's the general requirement. The smaller the diameter of the line, the more wraps you make. So I'm going to go around 3 times, 2, 3. Then because I made a loop here, created a loop here in doing the wraps, and on the simple clinch knot you simply run the tag end through there, and the key to the clinch knot and the other knot is that you don't pull on the tag end. That's the key. You also lubricate this when you're out fishing, either the stream or lake water or with your saliva. So the key is to pull on the main line and cinch up your knot that way. Lubrication helps reduce the friction and thus the heat that will weaken your overall knot strength, and you don't want to do that. So lubrication is really important. Now let's take a look at the improved clinch. The improved clinch begins exactly the same as the clinch knot. You run the line through the eye of the hook and wrap it around the main line, and in so doing you create a loop here. And so I'm going around 3 times because of the thick cord again. Then I go through that loop that I created, and then now I'm going to go through this loop that I also created in going through that loop. This is the improved clinch. One more step. Again, don't pull on the tag end. You want to pull on the main line, the standing line. And I will do that with this thick line by coaxing and coaching it down. Again, lubrication is very important, but I'm not going to lubricate this rope with my saliva, as you can probably understand. That's the improved clinch knot. It's a great knot. It's one of the ones I rely on very often when I'm out fly fishing. Okay, now we'll take a look at it with a smaller cord and an actual fish hook here. I'm using a very old fly line that's past its best before date here. With the improved clinch, and I'm just going to tie the improved clinch and demonstrate to you, explain to you where I would stop for just the plain clinch knot, the simple clinch. We again go through the eye of the hook. We've created a double back here over the main line. And what I do is I pinch the hook and the 2 lines between thumb and forefinger, and then bring the tag end around the main line once to start. That's my first wrap. Now in order to simplify this knot, I'm going to use the 2nd and 3rd finger of my holding hand to just simply hold the line while I bring this set finger and thumb around to grab the line and create my 2nd wrap. And thus I continue up the line. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, again, like I showed with the rope, you simply go through the eye of this loop as you did with the rope, and that's the simple clinch knot. This is where I would pull the main line now to tighten the knot, and that was your simple clinch knot. For the improved clinch, we're going to go through with that secondary loop right here that we created, and then pull the main line. So just get that through there. See if I can make that happen with my hands. Now again, don't pull on the tag end, and I would moisten this knot with some kind of water before pulling it down in the actual field situation. And there I've got my improved clinch knot, a great knot to fish when you're fishing especially jig head beads or those head turner beads, and you want that fly to swim more horizontally in the water to give the best presentation.